GrafiCalc Elements is a groundbreaking software that enables you to associate geometry and calculations in the same worksheet. Then as the geometry changes, the calculation results are updated automatically in real time. To illustrate the underlying technology, I'll take a tool from the GrafiCalc's parametric sketching facility and sketch and constrain the boundary of an arbitrary shape. Next, I will apply the game-changing graphical calculation technology in GrafiCalc Elements that virtually eliminates tedious mathematical calculations and equation solving from the design process to perform some calculations. So to calculate the area of the shape, I simply click on the calculation tool, click a point where I want to see the result, click on the geometry. The tag for the geometry augmented by the area calculation built-in function is automatically placed in GrafiCalc's formula bar. There are 88 such built-in functions supported in GrafiCalc's formula bar that can help you to automate a wide range of design calculations. For example, I want to calculate the moment of inertia of the shape. Same process, click a point where I want to see the result, click on the geometry. The unique tag for the geometry is augmented by the area calculation function, which is a default calculation function for an area. So I will substitute the moment of inertia function, and here is the moment of inertia of the shape. I can also use a dimension to automate a calculation. For example, I want to calculate the distance of the centroid of the shape from the left edge. So I take the dimension tool and constrain it to perform the measurement. And now if I change the geometry, you'll see all the calculations will update automatically in real time. Today, millions of engineers use Microsoft Excel for performing design calculations. Excel is a powerful calculation tool, but you cannot enter geometry in Excel. But now you can use GrafiCalc Elements as a companion software to Excel to perform the geometry dependent calculations. To illustrate here, GrafiCalc Elements and Excel have been linked together using the Windows Standard Dynamic Data Exchange protocol to exchange information in both directions to calculate the frequency of a bracket. So the geometry dependent calculations are being performed in GrafiCalc, which in turn are feeding the Excel calculations. So if I specify a new outer radius for the bracket in Excel, you will see that the geometry will update in GrafiCalc, these calculations will update in GrafiCalc, and the cells here will be updated and the frequency will be recalculated in Excel. So with GrafiCalc Elements, you can create powerful graphical calculation macros to drive your Excel calculations. And conversely, you can use your existing Excel calculations and expertise to drive GrafiCalc function models. Initial geometry can be sketched directly in GrafiCalc as well as imported from any popular CAD application in the DXF file format. Here I have the geometry of a disc brake already in my CAD, so I want to reuse this geometry to create a new design. So I bring in geometry into GrafiCalc in the DXF file format using the built-in two-way DXF translator. Then I set up graphical calculations to calculate the outer radius of this brake to take care of these variables. For example, the vent hole area is being calculated by communicating with the vent hole. The shaft area is being calculated by communicating with the shaft. And the calculation result is driving the geometry here. So my design goal is to cool the brake from 220 degrees centigrade. I enter the variable here, and the calculation driven geometry is updated because these calculations will update. I can also do a what if analysis. What if I used a 0.5 inch plate to build the brake? Enter the variable. Once again, the calculation driven geometry is updated automatically. And now I have three options. I can print a drawing directly from GrafiCalc, or I can save the geometry in GrafiCalc in the DXF file format and then use it back in my CAD system to build my 3D model. Or I can simply select all in GrafiCalc, copy it, and start any Microsoft Office application such as Excel, Word, or Outlook, and simply paste the information from GrafiCalc and add my notes and save the design report or email it to anybody anywhere in the world. Thank you.